Welcome back, children. So this is your second part of the chapter Formation of Interrogatives. In the first one, I taught you how to change from a declarative sentence to an interrogative. Here I'm going to teach you about question tags. Question tags also you have done in class 5. It is not a new concept. This is a revision for you. So let us start. So here is a sentence. You can purchase the tickets tomorrow, can't you? Let's look at one more. You don't have an important meeting tomorrow, do you? Okay, so now in these two sentences which I've given, you can definitely see that there is one part of the sentence, of both of the sentences, which are in purple and remaining part is in red. So why is the difference? We're going to understand that, alright? These sentences have two parts, a statement and a short question. See, the purple part is the statement and the red part is a short question. So if I see the first one, you can purchase the tickets tomorrow. If I end my sentence here, it is a declarative statement, right? Now when I add the last part, can't you, to it, that is a question tag. Okay, we'll see how it goes. So here in this picture, I've taken this from your book. The statement and the question has been differentiated very clearly. It says statement is you can purchase the tickets tomorrow. Question is can't you? And next, for the next sentence, you don't have an important meeting tomorrow is the statement. Question is do you? So did you see what we did over here? Instead of changing the whole statement, the statement stays as it is. We are just adding a short question at the very end. Let's see what this says. When a short question follows a statement, we call it a question tag. Did you understand? So after the statement, if you're making no changes to the statement and you're just adding a short question tag at the end of it, that is called a question tag. A short question at the end is a question tag. You all already know this, I'm very sure. So this is just a revision for you. Some important points to remember for question tags. This I have taken from your book. There are some important things which you have to keep in mind if you're solving any exercise of question tags. Let's read this. The first one says, please follow the points over here, okay? Just keep a track of the points as I discuss. First one is, a question tag consists of only two words. Question tag will only have two words. So the last two sentences I discuss, first had can't you, so only two words, and then next one had do you, only two words. Question tag will only and only have two words, okay? It can be not less than two words, it cannot be more than two words. Clear? Next one. We only use pronouns in question tag. Question tag, you will never ever use a noun, not a common noun, not a proper noun. You will only use a pronoun. Okay, so if my statement is Meera is a good girl, Meera is a proper noun. So the question tag will be, so if my sentence is Meera is a good girl, question tag will be isn't she? Okay, she. So pronoun will come. You will not repeat the noun at any condition. Next one, it has the same subject as the statement. Subject will be the same. So if it is a girl, the pronoun will be she. If it is a boy, pronoun will be he. If there is a group of people, pronoun will be they. Okay, it will agree to the subject. Let's look at the next rule. The tense does not alter. Alter means change. So the tense of the statement should not change. If it is a present tense statement, it should be present. If it is past, it should be past. If it is a future, the question tag should also be in the future tense. That is very clear. It's a very simple rule. Next one. We usually use the abbreviated forms of the negatives aren't, can't, won't, and so on. So if you have to use the not version, the negative version of the question tag, you will use the contractions. You will not use are not, okay, has not, did not. No, you will not use all that. You will use contracted like aren't, hasn't, didn't, won't, something like that. Next rule is, if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. So this is opposite. So the last two rules, if the statement is positive, question tag will be negative. Last one is, if the statement is negative, question tag will be positive. I want you to understand this in detail. So I have a few more slides after this covering that part. I'm going to discuss over there with you. So usually if the sentence is positive, if the statement, okay, the declarative statement, if that is positive, question tag is going to be negative. Alright. And if the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. So it is opposite, okay. Follow the ulta rule. If the statement is positive, question tag is negative. Statement is negative, question tag is positive. I'm going to teach you a trick for this. Let's understand this with the help of a trick. So I'm very sure if I teach you this trick, you will always remember this. Have you all seen a battery? I'm sure you all have seen a battery in your house. It is used in the torch, in the TV remote, in the AC remote, everywhere. This is how a battery looks like. See? What do you see in the battery? There is a plus over here. Plus stands for what? Plus stands for positive. Here there is a minus. Minus stands for negative. So the battery has two poles, two ends, right? One is a negative pole, one is a positive pole. The plus sign that you can see is positive, and the next one is the negative, the minus sign is the negative pole. Okay, so whenever you use question tag, your sentence becomes like a battery. Think of a battery. So if your first part of the sentence, which is declarative, is the positive end, the next end, the question tag end, should be negative, like a battery, opposite ends, okay? And if the first end is negative, question tag, last end, should be positive. So it takes the role of a battery, opposite ends, okay? Let's see some more. Okay, now following this, I'm going to do some answers, some exercise with you. Try to answer this. He was happy. Think about the battery. I want to add a question tag over here. So to solve this, I'm going to take the help of my battery rule. Battery comes with the plus and the minus sign, you remember? Both poles are opposite. One is positive, one is negative. That rule. Okay. So he was happy. This is a declarative statement which I have been given, and I want to add a question tag. Now think about it. Is this positive or is this negative? This part. Is this positive or is it negative? This is very good. This is positive. So if the statement is positive, then question tag should be negative, following the battery rule. So I will say, wasn't he? Because the question tag will be negative, I will say, wasn't he? Understood? Let's look at one more. He was not happy. Now this part, again I want to add a question tag, alright? He was not happy. This is what? Not is used. So is this positive or is this negative? It is negative. So question tag should be positive, and it will be, was he? I hope this is a very clear way of understanding this. If you did not follow, please pause, play the video again, and you will be able to understand. It is very easy. It is a very simple battery trick. After this, after you've understood this part, there is exercise B on page number 10. So this chapter only has two exercises. This is the last one. Let's see what we have to do here. Add an appropriate question tag to each of these sentences. One has been done for you. You have to add a question tag. Alright. So first one is, you left the premises before I did. Okay. So over here, what is the verb? Left. Left is the verb. Okay. Is this negative or positive? This is positive. So question tag should be negative. That is why you left the premises before I did. Didn't you? So didn't you, not, the abbreviation is used. Following this rule, you are going to do the remaining 7 sentences in your rough copy. Don't do this in your fair copy. Do this in your rough copy. We will meet again in the next class, and we are going to discuss the answers of these exercises. Thank you.